I'm in my man cave, so I don't have to social distance nothing. Anyway, we were at Cumberland Gap on the 4th. Did a little 2-mile walk through the fitness trail loop. It's not much of a hike, but it's a very pleasant walk along a creek. On one side, if you depend on which direction you go. If you're going like I did clockwise this time, creek's on the left, rocks on the right, and you work your way up and around back to the Welcome Center. Very nice. You'll see really strange looking trees in places. Beautiful water. Leaves everywhere on the ground. A little bit of hearts of bursting flower. Very nice. Enjoy. There's the creek down there along the side. We'll be getting more photo videos of that. Oh, look at this. This nice tree root system. It's fabulous. There's people on the trail today. Figured Wednesday it wouldn't be, but there is. But this is a fitness trail. There's nothing hard about it. Oh, the sun flare off the water. That's not neat. That's the sun flare off the water. Let's do a little bit of a pan. Let's do a 360 today. We just came down that. That I was looking from my phone, and guess what? It was in my pocket. Can you imagine? It was in my pants pocket, not my jacket pocket. Let's see. I'm going to have to change that on this camera right now. Give me a moment or two. I got to do some changing on myself. Okay. I had to change it to tap anywhere on the screen. So I'm running a gimbal. I can't hold the camera and tap that little button. Trail goes up through here. Look at that. That's a nice trail. Back to my left hand, my right hand, I mean. As we get in on this part of the trail, we will actually get along the mountain ridge area. So we have creek on one side, trail, and rock wall. Nice valley up through there. Oh, look at the light flaring from the left. I don't know if that's a good or a bad right now. Man, let's have a look at that stump. It's all mossy, deteriorated after, I think it was cut down, probably went bad. And where'd it go? Right there. I know I've done this in other videos, but I'll do it in this video too. This is a nurse tree, and it's an interesting example of a nurse tree. Let me see. Okay, we got this tree right here. That's a living, breathing tree. At some time in its future, it will no longer be a living tree. It will pass on, and it will just be standing like this tree stump was up. And then at some time, it'd be called a snag then, because it just snags stuff. It snags my view, what it does with me, and if it falls to the ground, it becomes nourishment for other plants and habitat for animals. And this is the interesting thing. See this tree right there? See if I can zoom in a little bit. There you go. It's growing out of this nurse tree. It's taken root in this nurse tree, and it looks to be about 15 foot tall, growing out of a nurse tree. That is something. That is so good. I'm going to get a photograph of it with my new cell. I'm trying to make real videos here, folks. Well, what are you doing? Zippy doodle dandy in there. Interesting. Now, tell you something. Give you a good clue on hiking, if you didn't know it. If you already know it, you can just, I know you're going to agree with me on it. I'm taking some pictures down here where we came from. Since this is a loop trail, I had taken it the first time counterclockwise. And I'm going clockwise with it now. And I would encourage anybody on a loop trail to go one way, I don't care, clockwise or counterclockwise, and then go the other way. You get two trails for one, and the views are different. You can actually walk the loop, get back to your car, and walk it the opposite direction, and you're on a completely different trail. Honest. You're on a completely different trail. Look at this tree right here. It is growing around these rocks, setting roots in wherever it can get a bite. And it created a life. It created a life of its own, right there, in the rocks. We have another example of that right there. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Right there. That one is growing between two rocks. And it may be even spreading the rocks a little bit, and it may end up causing those rocks to fall. At one time, this area was not a park, national park. It was a place people actually lived here. And they built a dam, water control. There was a brewery in this area, and I think they converted to a water plant before they got completely rid of it. And what is made in the water plant is Cumberland Gap mountain spring water. Take full advantage of the opportunity. There's a road on the other side of the creek here, and there's a park over here. Swing sets and stuff for the kids. Park headquarters were back in here too. No, the visitor center is not the headquarters. It's a visitor center. There's a new fall. Real careful. Yeah, it's a fall. It wasn't cut, it fell. Ground gave way and it fell. Yeah, see? We're getting into the rock wall part of this hike. Okay, snag, right there. That's it, snag. Little wicked, and you can see it's pulling away from the rock. It's pulling away from the rock. Sometime in the future, maybe today, maybe I need to get right on by it. It's gonna cave in. It's gonna fall, collapse to the ground. You can see the roots are starting to pull out. It's fabulous. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. There's a little something right in there. Right in there. I don't know if it's a burnt thing or a geocache. No, that's not a bear cave. It's not that big. It's about the size of a very small microwave. There's the park. You can actually park over there and hike what you want of this. This is not quite 2 miles round trip. One way. You can get 4 miles in real quick. Look at that. That rock over there. Look over here. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves. Look at that. It's possible that I'm walking so goofy that this video, none of it's any good. Look at this. Massive, fabulous. It's a massive, fabulous. How's that sound to you? There we go. I think it's just cool enough out. I don't have to worry about snakes. Mossy rock. Mossy rock. Beautiful down through there. That's where we just came from that way. They got another water control bit here. I'm not going to use the word dam, but I think it probably was to build up water for that brewery that was here. And I'm going to say this, if you like good water, Cumberland Gap's mountain spring water is good stuff. You can't get any Smoky Mountains National spring water, but you can get Cumberland Gap mountain spring water. Ooh. Bottled right here in Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia. I think the bottling's in Kentucky now. Oh, here you go. Let's see if I can zoom you in a little bit. What that is, it's called Hearts, H-E-A-R-T, Hearts, E-S, Hearts of Bursting. I was watching the video, I'm sorry. Hearts of Bursting. They have another name for it, like strawberry or something like that. It's not edible, okay? Oh, look at this. Here's a bigger plant of it. Wow. look at that one. Pretty good. I have to say, it's pretty good. There's so much to see on some of these trails. It's hard to get it all in one shot, one visit. Fortunately, I now live in the area. See, that's a nice park. Picnic tables. They've got grills, trash receptacles. This is not a bike path. You cannot ride your mountain bikes here. Look at this one. See, this one fell. See, fell. They cut it, rolled the pieces off down here because nature's going to reclaim everything that falls. And that was clinging to those rocks in there someplace. Yep. Yippers. I didn't hook up my external microphone or nothing. I'm just testing everything today except for the microphone. They got a walk bridge down here. Cross over the creek to get there. This is absolutely beautiful today. See a squirrel over in the park. Some more hearts are bursting. I've seen some hearts are bursting in Panther Creek State Park. It's about hour 15 from here, maybe a little more, between Morristown and Jefferson City. Look at this. Looks like one of the rangers. I'm enjoying the view right here of the water trickling through the rocks and the sun reflecting off the trickles. And with the calm waters, no ripples in it. So here's a nurse tree. There you go. That's a pretty good long one. 5 by You know what camera brakes are good for? I'm just going to say it because it's fun to say. Time to catch your breath. Got a bottle of water, something else to drink, hydrate. Okay, let's have a look. This is kind of cool. Okay, there's the trail. We haven't been there yet, but let's go this way. Look how the elevation gain is less. Nice ridge line, sun flaring above it. That looks nice. This is where we came up. I'm going to turn around and try this. There we go. I keep forgetting with video on this camera, they have a shutter button that you can, while you're videoing, you can take a still photo. Photo. And the 2 times I've been here, I've seen flowers along the creek in the rock area. I've never seen anything up here, but I haven't been here in the spring, if I remember correctly. I am very, very sorry for the lousy video on the opening part of this. I was busy taking pictures and not watching the gimbal video. I zoomed in and then I lost concentration on it. I was busy with my regular camera. I'm very, very sorry. Enjoy the deer. See birds, look down on birds. Now, very carefully, I want to show you something. There's a deer right in front of me, maybe 75 feet from me. I got another one down in there, about 100 foot from me. How you two doing today? May I take your picture, please? One's right over in here. And there's one right down there. How you doing? I see you. If we wait long enough and be quiet long enough and peaceful long enough, they'll cross the trail in front of me. That big tree right here, he's right there. He's stepping out on the trail. He's on the trail. He's just off the trail now. There he is. Beautiful. They're such a magnificent animal, so peaceful. How you doing? When I moved up to Tennessee, East Tennessee, I had 7 in my backyard, and now I have 3. So I don't know if they've been eaten, what's been done, or if they've moved on with started their own group. just past that stump. There it is. Coming around the stump. Right there, passing right in front of us. Right there at the whitish tree. Okay, we can move on without disturbing. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Come back around. See him? Right in the center, just. Pleasant and nice. They came up from out of there. Yeah, we're basically just behind the Welcome Center. They came up through here. Through this area, crossed over, and up through there. And they could be standing there and you'd never see them. If that one hadn't been standing on the trail, trying to figure out me, I never would have seen him. Her, him, her, him, her. Yeah. Welcome Center's right in here. Right down in there's the road. How about a little bit of extra? Powell Valley Overlook. If you go up to the pinnacle, take the little trail up to Fort Lyon, where the big cannon was during the Civil War. Follow the trail on down to Powell Valley Overlook. It's called the Natural Overlook. Pinnacle is called the Man-Made Overlook. The views, either one, are fabulous. Look, it's also called Powell Valley, P-O-W-E-L-L, Powell Valley. There we go. We're going right there. I know we're going a little quick. You can, at certain times of the day, you can see that solar panel reflecting on your way here up 25E. There you go. Wow. I know this is a little quick on this one because I'm running short of power and I didn't realize I had a cord in the car I could have used. This I want to plug my phone into to charge on the way here. Okay, now let's back up just a little bit and you can see there's no protection here. You look from here at your own risk. If you fall, and it's your own fault. You could come up here. I'm at the rock. I'm at the end of the blacktop. There you go. There's your views. End of the blacktop. Go around to the end of the blacktop. There's your views. End of the blacktop. There's the trail, rock structure coming down to the walkway. It's all blacktop, easy to walk in. And of course, we're humans. We never follow the trail. Knoxville. If the mountains weren't in the way and the world was a little bit flatter, you could see Chattanooga from here. Rutledge. Morristown. And if the mountains weren't in the way, you could see Newport. You could also see Penguin's Dome, if it wasn't for the mountains. Little bits and pieces. And on top of this rock is another